I'm Michael Frost in SPCE 610, Section 820, under Professor Balmer. I've cut my deck in half. Let's start my timer. Started now. The individual behaves in order to get focused attention from parents, teachers, siblings, peers, or other people around them, attention-based. Any act or series of actions that enables an individual to avoid unpleasant or painful situations, stimuli, or events, avoidance. Collection of common verbal and overt behaviors that are learned and maintained by a set of similar social and environmental contingencies. Culture. When a behavior continues to happen even after training has stopped. Maintenance. Refers to contracting reinforcement independent of others, not reflexes. Pass. Includes review of relevant materials, documents, and provides info about target behaviors, history, strengths, needs diagnosis. Pass. An assessment in which an individual's time performance is compared to a preset standard or criterion referenced an exchange between the behavior analyst and stakeholders in which goals of obtaining information about ABC's indirect assessment method, interview, pass. The individual behaves in order to get out of doing something they do not want to do, escape. Assessment that includes the same questions and tasks represented using specified procedures and the same scoring criteria are applied standardized tests. Topographical and structural aspects of antecedent phenomena that impact operant contingencies. Pass. Targeting this area supports individuals in focusing on multiple relevant cues in the environment, which increases their ability to learn from the environment. Pass. Direct observation of problem behavior and the antecedent consequences events under naturally occurring conditions. Pass. Refers to a variety of direct empirical methods for presenting one or more stimuli contingent on a target response, measuring their effectiveness as reinforcers. Stimulus preference assessment. Reinforcement assessment. A method of functional assessment occurs first in the process and serves to obtain initial information from persons familiar with the individual exhibiting the target behavior, parent, guardian, teachers, does not involve direct observation of the client or manipulation of the environment. Functional behavior analysis and differential assessment method. An extension of the paired stimulus procedure, learn chooses from an array of 3 or more stimuli, multiple stimulus. Preference assessment. A type of direct preference assessment where several choices are presented simultaneously. The individual is able to choose and engage with the selection for a predetermined amount of time. The selected item is then removed, and the learner is instructed to select another item with multiple stimulus without replacement. Denotes demonstration of functional relations between environmental variables and behavior through experimentally arranging antecedents and consequences. Pass. Designates response as a member of the targeted response class solely in terms of their common effects on the environment. Pass. Classify and sort data sets to make them more useful. It is customizable information, product versioning to manage, store, and track data during research, record keeping, organization. Observation of the client in the natural environment that does not include manipulation of variables. This method is helpful in confirming that a problem exists, identifying antecedent consequence variables related to problem behaviors, direct or descriptive assessment. Pass. A document that provides a description of specific behaviors and conditions in which each behavior occurs. Pass. process through which a behavioral problem is related to variables are identified, measured, and manipulated, with the resulting behaviors change measured. This process broadly describes all forms of evaluation designed to develop effective academic and behavioral interventions. Functional behavioral assessment. Behavioral assessment. Stimuli are presented to learner in a series of tests, and learner responses to the stimuli are measured as an index or hierarchy of preferences. Preference assessment. Changes that may be made in an attempt to attain clearer results. Examples include changing the reinforcer, changing the establishing operation, adding or simplifying the SD, introducing a new condition, and modifying the control condition. Modifications. A stimulus which follows a response that increases the future frequency of that response. Consequence. Reinforcement. A type of direct preference assessment where several choices are presented simultaneously and the individual is able to choose and engage with the selection for a predetermined amount of time. This process is repeated with all previously presented stimuli for a set number of trials, multiple stimulus with replacement. A procedure for recording the extent to which a target behavior occurs more often at a particular time than others pass. A behavior function where the behavior is maintained by access to physical object, access to tangibles. The replacement behavior produces the same change in environment as the challenge behavior, functionally equivalent. In the 1 minute, I got 4 out of this 7 that I did correct. 3 out of the 7 were passed. Today is the 27th. Two, 3. Then we can see that. And then I will upload it. And that's that.